Jason and Anna discover Holly with Sidwell. Jason and Anna discover Holly in Africa with Sidwell, and she quickly puts a damper on their plans. Today on General Hospital, Dante and Rocco visit with Lulu, Liz sets down boundaries with Rick, and Jordan brings Isaiah a treat. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Bobby's, Jordan places an order for Isaiah, thinking he needs a break from hospital food. Joss takes her order. But when Jordan goes to pay, Joss says Isaiah's meals are on the house for years, given how he's helping them find Lucky, and so are hers. Jordan thanks her and departs. Rick and Liz arrive for a cup of coffee. She makes it clear this isn't a date. He thanks her for helping him with Heather's lab results, and she suggests he send the samples out to a few different labs. He offers to buy her a meal, hoping to graduate from coffee, but she informs him nothing will happen between them. Joss brings over some coffee and some complimentary fries. Rick can't help but notice she'll accept food from Joss, but not him. This makes it clear any fries from him come with strings, and she's made it known where he stands with her. She explains she had a hard time moving on from Franco, and her relationship with Finn ended badly. She doesn't want to go through that again, and they have a rocky history that doesn't bode well for them. Rick asks if there is no shop for them down the road, and she says there isn't. He says he'll respect her wishes. He also tells her other than Molly, that she's the one person he cares about, and would do anything for, even if that means leaving her alone. Liz tells him she is okay with them being friends. Gio arrives and asks Joss if he can sit at the bar. She tells him, of course. Gio wasn't sure if she was still angry at him. She isn't and takes his order. He again apologizes for telling her about Uncle Sonny and her mom. Joss says he doesn't need to apologize, and she's glad he told her, even if it wasn't the greatest news. Joss admits she doesn't know what is going on between her mom and Sonny, but something is up with them. Joss gives him a primer on the drama between Sonny, Nina, and her mom, which Gio had no idea about. She isn't surprised, as he only hears good things about Sonny. She calls her mom and Sonny's relationship toxic, but for some reason they can't stay out of each other's orbit. It drives her crazy, so Gio suggests she not let it. She says he makes a good point, and she'll never understand why her mom runs back to Sonny, but it's her choice to make. Dante visits Isaiah at the hospital and introduces himself as Lucky's ex-brother-in-law. Isaiah heard about Lulu's condition, and if Lucky knew about it, he'd move heaven and earth to get home to help. Dante asks Isaiah about Lucky, and the doctor tells him how they met and how he got involved with Sidwell, which is when Lucky got himself captured trying to save him. More first cast announcements for Beyond the Gates. Dante tells Isaiah about his son Rocco, who has had to be a strong kid these past few years. Dante admits he doesn't know if the visits with Lulu aren't doing any good. Isaiah tells him he has had patients who remember the music he played during surgeries, and people in comas have woken up recalling what was said to them. He reveals he's a transplant doctor, and Lucky should be a great match. That is if his history of drinking in the past hasn't damaged his liver. Cyrus visits Lulu and apologizes for not coming to see her sooner. He explains he's been trying to be a better person and help others. He wishes he was a match for her, but they are family, and family doesn't abandon one another. Cyrus knows he is partly responsible for her being here, and never meant for this to happen. Julian botched the job, and he's the one to blame. He says her being caught between two worlds isn't fair. It isn't natural. He promises not to give up on her, and somehow he will help her. Dante goes to see Lulu and finds a flower by her hand that Cyrus left. He leaves and asks a nurse if he knows who left this flower, but she doesn't know. He says his ex-wife is in critical condition, and strangers shouldn't be going in and out of her room. Rocco steps off the elevator and spots his dad. Dante asks why he's here, and Rocco admits he needs to see Mom. Dante asks how he got here, and Rocco explains a friend's mom dropped him off, and he lied and said his dad was waiting for him. Dante says he can see his mom anytime and doesn't have to lie about it. Rocco admits he thought his dad didn't want him to see her, and has noticed he's been worried more than usual. Dante tells his son he's perceptive and has a right to know what is going on. Dante explains his mom is getting sicker, and Rocco needs to be prepared. Rocco asks his dad to go in to see her with him. They go into Lulu's room. Rocco sits by his mom and urges her to hold on as Jason and Anna went to Africa to find Lucky, and if she needs strength to take some of his. Dante suggests he tell his mom about school, which he does. Cyrus visits Isaiah and finds him awake, which he wasn't the last time he dropped by. Isaiah assumes he's the hospital chaplain, but Cyrus says he's just a spiritual person. He explains he just came from visiting his niece Lulu. As he tells him about his sister, the mayor, Jordan, arrives and orders Cyrus out. He exits. Isaiah asks what that was about. Jordan says he's bad news and gives Isaiah a brief rundown of Cyrus' history. He notices the delicious smell coming from her bag, which she brought for him. She sits down, and they share some fries. He says he's in debt to her for more than just saving his life, calling her a Wonder Woman. In Africa, Holly and Sidwell arrive at a swanky club. He thanks her for putting up with the primitive conditions here, and it won't be much longer before they are off to Dubai. Holly says he sure picked a fine establishment for a little excursion. Anna and Jason appear, and Sidwell takes notice of Anna. Anna and Jason grab a table and are surrounded by gambling tables. They spot Sidwell, and Anna and Jason are stunned to see Holly is with him. She says it is so like Holly to be involved with someone like Sidwell. Jason thinks it might be a lucky break, but Anna says Holly's primary goal is to help herself. Anna explains that Holly is a con woman at the end of the day, and this is likely a con. Jason wonders if she knows where Lucky is being held. Anna notes she might, and then suggests they hit the tables as a spot opens up. Meanwhile, Sidwell is intrigued by Anna and Jason and wants to invite them over. Holly finally sees Anna and Jason and makes it clear she doesn't want to share him tonight. Holly notices a spot opened at the table, and Sidwell slides in before Anna and Jason can take it. Anna and Jason continue to chat, and Anna says Holly's presence will make things interesting. Jason suggests a new strategy, saying they must get their hands on Sidwell's phone. Anna thinks she can use the device Brennan gave her to copy his phone's chip. They watch as Sidwell responds to a message and puts his phone in his jacket pocket. Jason says now is their chance. A seat next to Sidwell opens up, and Anna tells Jason to nab it. She explained she'll come over and wish him luck, and lift the phone from Sidwell to copy the chip. She admits it will take time, so he needs to stay in the game long enough for her to copy the phone's contents. Unfortunately, another woman nabs the seat before Jason can. Dancing with the Stars. Anna speaks with the man who is with the woman, saying the previous player lost everything, so she hopes his friend has better luck. The man swiftly pulls her away from the table, and Jason sits next to Sidwell and orders $50,000 in chips. Jason goes to take a sip of a drink next to him, and Sidwell points out that is his. Jason apologizes and orders a new drink. When it arrives, he manages to spill it on Sidwell's jacket. Sidwell takes it off and puts it on his chair. He plans to collect the cleaning bill from Jason by taking all his money. Anna and Holly get a chance to speak, and Holly says she hasn't told Sidwell that she knows her. Anna says that's clear. Anna approaches Jason, wishes him luck, and takes Sidwell's phone. Holly seems to spot this. Jason and Sidwell continue their game and increase their bets. Sidwell warns Jason that this club frowns on people who don't honor their bets, and a guard flashes the gun in his belt to Jason. Anna, meanwhile, is copying the phone and is cornered by Holly. Holly says, "Excuse me, you seem to have your hands on a phone that doesn't belong to you." Next on General Hospital, Anna and Jason are in danger, and Ned vents to Lois.